What's up guys, Matty here. Today's video we're going to be checking out the new plugin from UAD, Hitsville Chamber Reverb. The reverb is supposed to give you instant Motown sound from the attic reverb chambers above the legendary Hitsville, USA studio. This will give you the same reverb that they used on tons of, records from the Supremes and Stevie Wonder and so on. I don't know if you need that reverb or not, but if you want it, you can get it now. It's basically what I think is a convolution reverb, or as UAD calls it, the UA's dynamic room modeling. So let's check it out. We'll compare it to the Capitol chambers and see if you need another chamber reverb. Also, if you're looking for chamber reverbs, I did a comparison of 3 chamber reverb plugins, and you can click the link above to check it out. Let's go. All right, guys, so here is the UAD Hitsville USA reverb chamber. And you have chamber 1, which was, used for vocals and percussion to push the most important elements up front. Always pure magic, as they say. And then you have chamber 2, which was used on strings, horns, and piano and drums for beautifully enhancing width and depth. Okay, so 2 different chambers to pick from. Then you have 2 different speakers. You have the BZX 800 and the JB2482. You can always, move the mics forward and back, which is cool. Get different sounds that way. I like how the cables move with it. Nice touch. And then you got 4 mics. You got the 545 dynamic mic, ribbon mic here. This is another mic, which is omnidirectional dynamic mic. And then lastly, this is a multi-patterned and condenser. Okay, so you have 4 different mics you can pick from. Then you can switch it to mono down here or have full width. Pre-delay, which is nice, which they could put, a tempo sync on here. That'd be cool. 2 EQs, low and high. And then control of your decay time, and then mix, or if you click solo here, it will be on the solo mode, which is just, 100% wet. And then on and off. You can turn the lights off and put the mics away if you want to. So that's basically it. So let's go to this Motown chamber, original sound, and just hear what it sounds like on this vocal.
Last night I was out with the boys till 2. It's gonna take a whole month to make it up to you. I guess my heart is just a little too wild. But this is who I was the whole time. You used to make it out to every one of my shows, and now I'm begging on my knees to try to get you to go. Well, if I'm lucky, maybe. Last night I was out with the boys till 2.
Sounds pretty good. It's a nice sounding chamber reverb. The one thing I don't like about these is you see this is blinking whenever I move a lot of the different parameters. And because I believe it's, the convolution reverb, it takes time to reload the samples. And it makes it a little bit difficult to compare, well, what does the mic sound like far away compared to close, or the different mics. It makes it tough to hear the difference because you have to wait so long for it to switch over. That being said, it sounds like a great chamber reverb, and I would have no problems using it on a mix. Let's now compare it to the Capitol reverb. So we have this one here, the basic vocal chamber 2 medium setting, and then we're using this dance vocal setting on the Hitsville. So you can see here, I have the 2 different plugins, and when it's gray or white, it will be on, and when it's blue, it's off. So we'll start with the Hitsville, and then we'll switch over to the Capitol.
Last night I was out with the boys till 2. It's gonna take a whole month to make it up to you. I guess my heart is just a little too wild. But this is who I was the whole time. You used to make it out to every one of my shows, and now I'm begging on my knees to try to get you to go. Well,
so they sound fairly close. I mean, they're different for sure, but they both have that chamber sound. You can see that I switched the pre-delay while we were listening because it was changing the sound. This was pre-delayed 50 seconds and the other one wasn't, which definitely made it sound different. But once we turned that down, they were closer. Let's actually go back and turn the pre-delay to 50 milliseconds for both and take a listen.
Last night I was out with the boys till 2. It's gonna take a whole month to make it up to you. I guess my heart is just a little too wild. But this is who I was the whole time. You used to make it out to every one of my shows, and now I'm begging on my knees to try to get you to go. Well, if I'm lucky, maybe last night
So still, they sound fairly close, very different, but close as far as when I mean a chamber sound. So both could be great for what you're going for. I'm still a big fan of the Capitol one, and I think it sounds just a little warmer to me than the Hitsville one, but like I said, they're different things. So that's basically it, a really quick review of the new Hitsville chamber reverb. You know, if you want that Motown sound, that authentic sound, I think it could be a great reverb for you to get. If you already have the Capitol one, once this is all in a mix, I'm not sure how big of a difference you're really going to hear. And for $350, I don't know if it's worth it. And, you know, like I said, there's a couple other really great chamber reverbs by, you know, Soft Tube and others that could get you there either way. So, you know, if you want that Motown sound, it's the one to get. If you already got a chamber reverb, you could probably pass. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you need your songs mixed or mastered, hit me up at mixandmastermysong.com. You can find my course there as well. Talk to you soon.